Bill, sorry I didn't talk to you about this, but would you mind giving just a couple-minute version of your story? Now, where do you live, and what's your professional background?
I live in the Seattle area. My wife and my disabled son decided to come down and spend 6 weeks. So we did that a few days ago, and just kind of out of the blue decided to show us here we are. We got into business. By the way, my sponsor's here, Eileen Cohen. By the way, she was a great help to getting us done. And if it wasn't for Eileen, they wouldn't be. And Melissa wouldn't have got married. And wouldn't have got married. But anyway, I've always been an entrepreneur. I came from northern Idaho, and there, at the time in northern Idaho, Idaho was the 48th in the country as far as quality of schools. Worst. And Post Falls, Idaho, where I was at, was the worst school district in Idaho. So the education was just outstanding. And so from there, I knew I was never going to go to college, and so I just decided I had to have my own, just work for myself. And I'll try to do this as quickly as I can, but we were started out as a salad boy in a steak and lobster house, and ended up being the manager when I was 15, and ended up being the manager by the time I was 21. And they said, well, how did you do that? And I said, I just did my very best as a salad boy. And we've applied that same thing all my life. We ended up starting a donut shop, and that's very successful. It's still going to this day in Modesto, California. And started a financial services business. I went into the life insurance business, and then grew a company from there. Sold that company, got a few $1 million out of it. Ended up starting an airline. That airline flew out from Florida to the Bahamas. Pardon me, Tony?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Flew airplanes from Florida to the Bahamas. We had four of them, and then I had everything poured into that. And then 9/11 hit. And we had everything on the line. We were right in the transition from becoming a charter airline to becoming a scheduled airline. And when you're doing that, the government has you strung out. It's regulations that you can't believe. And if you want to take a large fortune and make it into a small one, start an airline. It works. So 9/11 hit, and it wiped us out. We lost our home. We lost all of our money. In trying to keep the business alive, I didn't pay the income tax that was coming from the money from selling the financial services business, because I was trying to keep all the employees and pilots going, and all that going. So so that ended up completely falling apart. Ended up owing $800,000 in taxes, and no home. And a wife with a disabled son, and she had never worked outside the home, because there was plenty of work with our disabled son to keep her going. Well, next thing we know, I'm 47. I was 47 years old at the time, and I'm just trying to find a way to eat. And so I started painting apartments with a guy, and made a deal with him that, and my wife started cleaning other people's homes. That's where my wife and Melody get it. And so she was cleaning other people's homes while I was painting apartments, and we were just barely getting by. At 47 years old, no education. So, and owed all that money. So we got into the business, started working the business. It was day and night, eat, sleep, and drink the Xango business, because it was either that or what? End up, helping clean the tables at McDonald's. I don't know what was it going to be. So I worked and just worked as hard as I possibly could, because we had to. And got to 20K, sweet spot in the pay plan. You got to get there. And then my wife kept working for another year, cleaning other people's homes, making sure that I had this thing stable. And Eileen was helping me a lot. John and Gina had come on board. Somebody found somebody that found somebody. Didn't even know them. And so we just worked at it, and it took 3 full years of hardcore work to get to 100K Premier. And so now we're free again. We're back to millionaire status. And all I can say is it works if you work it. And I just want to thank all of you for bringing my wife home to that son who he now has that full-time mom and can help him all the time. And we're truly free. And I'll tell you, you know, money isn't, it doesn't make you happy, but I'll tell you what, it sure adds to the party. So,